arrived at the Young Living headquarters in Lehigh, Utah, and we are actually here getting an explanation of some of the plants. So I'm going to turn this around and show you guys what's going on, okay?
If you add this macronutrient or this macronutrient at this stage, you get a bigger plant that produces more essential oil. So that information, even though our farms can use clay pellets or use the same exact fertilizer we use, the information can carry over to them. So hopefully they can use less land to get more essential oil. So we're just trying to see if it makes sense. So this plant here, these here, they're actually the same age, but I cut these on Monday. So if you come over here, I'll show you. I cut them and I distilled them, and this is the plant material afterwards. So another study we're doing is we're trying to determine what's the best way to reuse the plant material. So right here, I have the first initial compost bin. It's actually some basil. This is juniper. But you can go ahead and smell it if you want. It's still really aromatic.
Oh, wow, that smells great.
So I distilled this last week. So this is a concoction of plant material and about 50 different strains of microbes. And so they're helping break it down quite quickly. So after about a month, this is what it looks and smells like.
Wow.
You see it's lost its color, it's lost its aroma.
Yeah.
So at this stage, I'm able to give it to my worms. So I have a worm in here. In a pretty short time, they're able to break it down to a nice, light soil that's rich in nutrients.
Wow.
So obviously this is a small scale. But we're trying to study which strains of microbes are best to use, especially for things like woody plant material. How do you break it down quickly so you can reuse it? So in our greenhouse, actually, so on the other side here, these plants are actually grown in soil. I had to purchase soil to start out the greenhouse, but I'll no longer have to do that ever. Everything that we grow will eventually turn back into soil. We'll put it back in the plants there.
Wow.
So it'll just be an endless cycle there. So we'll go over here now.
This is so fascinating. What do you think?
Do you guys want some basil seeds?
Yeah. Ooh, yes. Okay.
So this basil here is the seeds. And they grow really well just in the kitchen window.
Oh, thank you. Basil seeds. Okay. I love basil pesto. Oh my goodness.
Basil. Yeah, so it's not the basil you'll find in the grocery store. It's this one.
Yeah.
So this is used a lot in Thai cooking, whereas that's used more in Italian and European cooking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So here we have valerian.
Oh, valerian.
This is actually the root from it. You can smell it.
Wow, it smells like valerian.
So the foliage and eventually when it flowers, you don't use either of those for the actual essential oil. It's just the root.
Oh.
So traditionally, it's pretty labor intensive and land intensive. You have to grow these plants. It takes a year plus. You uproot the whole thing just for the roots.
Wow.
What we're looking at is, could we grow these in a greenhouse? Could we do it year round? We just pull the plant out of the pot, trim the root, not all the way off, maybe about here, and then replant it and we'll grow again.
Wow.
This plant is actually on its fourth cutting.
Wow. Yes.
So that way you can use less labor, less resources, less land to get the same product.
Neat. That is so neat.
So you can see, like, basically everything here is very small scale.
Yeah.
We're trying to see, are these promising projects that we could upscale?
Yeah. Yeah.
Over on this side, everything over here, it's actually grown in soil. This is just this either new to or new to the essential oil industry at the time. We're trying to see, are these promising? Do they have nice essential oil? Or should we appropriate these, grow them in our farms? So over here, some of these plants are just to show the difference here.
Okay.
Both of these are Salvia officinalis, just common sage, but they're different varieties. So these aren't new. It's just to show. This is another type of salvia. Here's another type.
Oh wow.
Look very different.
Yeah, salvia.
So we're just exploring them. Over here, this is a wild licorice. It actually grows in the mountains here, just like 5 miles from here. So what we're exploring is, since this grows endemically here, it uses less water. Is this something that we could grow at farms as a new product? It'd be better for local pollinators, use less water, use less resources to grow in this environment. And so this is really just an exploratory side. Certainly a lot of things we explore, which we rejected. You know, they don't have the right profile, they're not a good enough plant. But others hopefully will be incorporated into Young Living's repertoire, I guess. Yeah.
So awesome.
Any questions?
Awesome. I think we're good. Okay, so contact me for questions on how to get these oils, because that is what I do. I'm so excited to be here. You guys have an awesome day. God bless.